Hello, this is Lynn from Madashan's Herbals, and tonight we are going to be celebrating the harvest moon. This is the first full moon in the month of October. We will have a second full moon, the blue moon, on October 31st. So for tonight's ritual, what you need to have is your release, what it is that you no longer want in your life, that you want to let go of. You need to have an offering, and if you're casting a circle, you need what you need to cast a circle. If you are not casting a circle, you are included in my circle. Anybody who can see me is included in my circle. So tonight on my altar for the harvest moon, I have the spirit of the harvest, which we made back in at Litha, and I also have the corn dolly that we made at Litha. I have got a representation of both the goddess and the moon. What I am going to add to my altar right now, as I trip over my plate of rocks, is a skull to honor the ancestors throughout the month of October. This is a time when I try to communicate with my ancestors, and much more so than normal. So we're putting a skull on the altar to honor them as well. So we're going to go ahead and cast the circle. I have my 3 bowls here, one with water, one with salt, and we're going to get some incense here going in just a second. There we go. All right, so if you would like to join me, we're going to go ahead and start by casting the circle. I walk this circle once around to cleanse and consecrate the ground. I walk this circle twice this time for the protection of the Lord and the Lady are mine. And I'm using dragon's blood incense tonight, just because I like the smell. I walk this circle thrice this time for the protection of the Lord and the Lady are mine. Okay, and we're going to start by calling the quarters in the east. So if you want to face east, hail, guardians of the east, element of air. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. Please bring with you your gifts of communication and a clean breeze to turn away all negative energy. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the south, hail, guardians of the south, element of fire. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. Please bring with you your gifts of warmth and excitement. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the west, hail, guardians of the west, element of water. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. Bring with you your gifts of compassion and intuition. We bid you hail and welcome. And to the north. Hail, guardians of the north, element of earth. We invite you to attend and protect our ritual tonight. Please bring with you your sense of stability and protection. We bid you hail and welcome. Mother Goddess of both moon and star, who rules all planets near and far, who rules the earth and all within, who sets the time our life begins, who brings us happiness and mirth, who gives us our sense of worth. With every loving touch she gives unto this plane on which we live, we ask you for your presence here and hold you in our hearts so dear. We bid you hail and welcome. Tiny little plane there today. Okay, so happy October. This month we begin it with the harvest moon, and it is in the constellation of Aries. We call the full moon closest to the fall equinox, which happened on September 22nd, the harvest moon, because it marks the transition of seasons, and in the northern hemisphere, the harvest season. The full harvest moon takes on a more orangey glow because of its closeness to the horizon on this day. Now, some folks say that this is the biggest and brightest luminary of the year, but this year it actually is the second smallest full moon of 2020. Now, if you had the opportunity last night to look at the moon when it was close to the horizon, it was brilliant, brilliant red-orange. Part of that was because of the harvest moon and being closer to the horizon. The other part is the fires that we are having here in Washington. As it is close to the horizon, it's reflecting the color of the fire. As it rose throughout the night, it got lighter and lighter. But tonight, if you have the opportunity, go outside and look. And if you can see the moon, I would say about 7 o'clock, if you can see the moon, it should be, again, a beautiful orange moon. So what we've got is this full moon is in the cardinal fire sign of Aries, opposing the sun in Libra. This full moon represents the polarity of the Aries-Libra axis. Aries represents uninhibited expression of the self, the ego, and the I. Conversely, Libra represents the desire for uninhibited expression, for harmony, cooperation, and the we. So there's going to be some push and pull on what it is that you want to do during this full moon, okay? There'll be part of you that wants to harness your freedom and part of you that wants to embrace your relationships. It is going to be a little bit of a rocky road in how you determine what it is that you're going to do. While your instinct may be to go with your gut on what it is that you want to do and follow your impulses, you also need to be aware of how that behavior may affect others and their opinion of you. However, sometimes you just need to express your passion and pay attention to who appreciates it. This full moon will be particularly chaotic because Mars, Aries' ruling planet, happens to be in retrograde at the moment. Not only is Mars in retrograde, that is the rarest of all retrogrades. It is also forming a square with Saturn, the planet of karma, boundaries, and time, increasing the frustration and the feeling that nothing is moving fast enough. During this full moon, you may feel as though something is forcing you to bottle up your emotions. Instead of allowing that energy to blast through that bottleneck and make a mess of things, think about how you can patiently and effectively redirect it. There could be a strong tendency to act impulsively and to lash out. Outrage, rebellion, and rioting are likely. But the tension created by the buildup of anger and frustration is released more safely through flexibility and adaptation. So use compassion and think before you speak or before you act. That way you will have less to repair at the end of this full moon and be able to keep your relationships intact. So tonight for my offering, I'm using a variety of herbs. So what I've got here, it's little, so I can't really totally tip it so that you can see it. But there is rose and lavender for love and compassion. There is passion flower for calmness, and bergamot to make my magic stronger. It is, if you have your release, you want to put it in a safe burning place so that you don't burn your house down, because that would be rather an extreme clean. I put it in my cauldron, and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to light my release. And then I'm going to put my offerings on it and burn those at the same time. Although I think I just actually put the fire out. So I'm going to take the burning of my herbs and smudge myself with those. So now, repeat after me. I release all that no longer serves me or my dreams. I open to all that supports my growth and expansion. I embrace the doorways opening to transform my life. Miracles flow to me in every breath. Abundant Mother, moon so bright, hear our pleas upon this night. Your fertile power, lend this spell, make it a potent, strong, and well. Moon of finest silver wane, take away bad luck and pain, as you fade into the night. Bring new hope back into sight. This is what we ask of thee, as we will, so mote it be. Take a couple deep breaths. Know whatever you released is gone. You may revisit it a couple times, but know that it's gone and you do not have to accept it back into your life. So we're going to go ahead and release the circle. And we're going to start with the goddess. Mother Goddess of both moon and star, who rules all planets near and far, who rules the earth and all within, who sets the time our lives begin, who brings us happiness and mirth, who gives us value and self-worth. With every loving touch she gives, upon this plane on which we live. We thank you for your presence here and hold you in our hearts so dear. We bid you hail and farewell. And moving to the east. Hail, guardians of the east, element of air. Thank you for attending and protecting our ritual tonight. Please leave with us your gifts of communication and clean energy, that we may move into this full moon cycle lighter, happier, and with the intention of growth. We bid you hail and farewell. And to the south. Hail, guardians of the south, element of fire. Thank you for attending and protecting our ritual tonight. Please leave with us your gifts of warmth and excitement, so that we may look forward to the changes that our release brings into our life, so that we can continue on our path. We bid you hail and farewell. To the west. Hail, guardians of the west, element of water. Thank you for attending and protecting our ritual tonight. Please leave with us your gifts of compassion and intuition, so that we can treat not only ourselves better, but those who've crossed our path. And help us to know which steps to take to continue in the way that you would want us to. We bid you hail and farewell. And to the north. Hail, guardians of the north, element of earth. We thank you for attending and protecting our ritual tonight. Please leave with us your gifts of stability and protection, so that we know whatever comes our way, we are supported by you every day. We bid you hail and farewell. The circle is open, but never broken. May all beings and elementals attracted to this ritual be on their way, harming none. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Thank you for watching and participating. So this month, October, we're going to do some fun things. So each of the Wisdom from Grands will be Halloween themed. Starting not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, we'll be doing movies on group chats. So if you would like to join us, send me a note so that I can get you hooked up onto the group chat. You'll need to stream the movie, or if you own it on DVD, that would work as well. However it is that you can see it. The first movie next week will be Practical Magic. So get your midnight margaritas ready so that we can all sing with the witches. And thank you for being here. We've been doing this since March, and we are approaching, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So this is 8 months now that we've been doing it this way. I am looking forward to a time when some of us can gather in the parks. We'll continue, even when we're gathering in the parks, to do this on live as well, so that those of you who can't join us due to distance or health will still be able to join us through the video. If you have any questions or any thoughts, please make sure that you shoot them to me. And thank you again for joining. Good night. And blessed be.